Hi guys, welcome back. I am finally for once in the Centro Histórico. Came here just for you so I could show you guys around a new spot. And if you can check out behind me, that's my new ride. I'm in the Plazuela Hidalgo right now. So anyways, I'm just gonna walk around a bit so you can see some of the views, and then I'll take you down to my favorite, most scenic street in town. I'm right near there, but I'll walk around a little first. Alright, so where I last left off, it was New Year's Eve, and it ended up being really chill. I didn't know exactly how I was gonna go, but there wasn't like a set plan for New Year's Eve, and I wasn't feeling 100% as I told you guys. And anyways, the plan was to go over to my friend Kyle's for dinner to join them. It was him, his wife and friend that's visiting as well. And basically we had talked about me heading over there at 8 for dinner, but hey, this is Latin America, so time is more fluid here. Anyways, I was trying to head over there. I think I ended up trying to leave around 8 from my place and literally spent the next hour or so just trying to get over there. So the adventure started with me just trying to get there, and basically I was waiting for the bus forever. It never came, which I found out later. I guess they just stopped running on New Year's Eve at some point. I don't know when, but that happened. Then I was trying to get an Uber, and the wait was like over 20 minutes, and I was trying to figure out what to do. I was thinking of getting one of the pulmonías, so like little open air taxis. But before canceling, Uber gave me an option to like find another driver. So I was like, maybe someone else is closer. Nope. So they switched me to another person, which just ended up having the same weight. So just added on more time. Finally, I just got a pulmonía, and I was like, I'm gonna end up paying the same amount because those are usually more expensive, but I was gonna pay it either way. Uber was more too, of course. So basically, hold on, gotta watch traffic here. Alright, running. So anyways, I ended up taking a pulmonía there, and this is like an hour later. I'm just making my way there. So by the time I got over there, it was 9 something. It was already kind of late. We ended up barbecuing again on the rooftop, which was really delicious meal. He made the picanha, which he had made before when I first got in. Really good cut of steak and shrimp. Anyways, we just hung out on the rooftop, and here I'm going to show you this view too. This is the place I ate at a couple times, Totem, that I mentioned to you guys. It has a really nice rooftop as well up there. Alright, it's probably going to get a little bit busier here, so we'll see how this works. But anyways, and then he had told me before too, he was like, hold on one second. He had mentioned that if I wanted to, I could just stay the night there. And then later he had told me, he's like, yeah, the reason why I had mentioned that to you is because basically it's impossible to get an Uber like on New Year's Eve, which I saw getting there. So luckily I did pack a bag in case I wanted to stay, which I ended up doing. Again, there was no set plan. I wasn't feeling great, and by the time I got there, I was like, it was late, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out here tonight. And then there were fireworks we could watch from the rooftop that went off at midnight. So it was just a really low-key New Year's, but good. It was nice and chill, and with all variables considered, it's definitely the best call. So that was New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day was also pretty chill. We were just hanging out at his place for a while. Hold on, let me see if I'm gonna go this way. I am gonna go this way. Oh look, someone else is recording. I'm not quite sure. Oh what? We're gonna pass another cameraman here. So anyways, New Year's Day was super chill. His dad got in, and then we were all just hanging out at the house, and then later on we ended up going to La Marea for dinner because we were trying to go to some other places actually down here. Ooh, this is this gallery that's really cool. I'm gonna show you guys while we're here. Been in there a couple times, and it's really so is this building, which they turned it into a parking lot. I forgot what it used to be. It's really pretty. Yeah, we ended up going to La Marea because there were like a couple places his dad was wanting to go down here basically, but everything was closed on New Year's Day. So, and they hadn't been there before. I was surprised. I was like, you guys have been coming here for years. How's that possible? So we ate there early dinner and they got to see sunset there and everything. So that was really nice. Check out the view here. Really pretty, all the streets here, especially at night. And yeah, that was New Year's Day. So after that, the next day, it's been way more chill. Like again, after having visitors and going on my trip, I've been kind of winding back down, trying to get my stuff taken care of I need to do, and just more chill, more productive. Okay, I'm arriving to La Plazuela Machado, which is the main plaza in the Centro Histórico. So I'm going to show you guys this now. Some of the views. The street. That's the plaza behind me. I'll take you guys up here so you can check it out. So this gets really crowded in the evening. And it's not even really hot out anymore, but that's when it really gets crowded. So, okay, back to where it was. Here, I'll give you guys some more views. The Christmas decorations are still up. Really pretty plaza. So, the next day I surfed earlier. Well, okay, I went back to Camarón to surf, but got a really late start to the day, so it ended up being afternoon. But again, it was one of those days where I was like, okay, even though it's late and it probably won't be great, I'm gonna go anyways. So I went there. It wasn't great at all. Like literally didn't catch anything. It was just kind of mush and sloppy and windy, choppy. But anyways, again, it's like once you're there, you might as well jump in. See how much way to take you guys. Let's see. And this is also where they have the Dia de los Muertos parade. I'll take you guys this way. Of course, the famous Senor Tango's store. Look at that. People are nice here. They stop right in front of me. Alright, to be continued. So, I jumped in for a bit, but there wasn't really surf. I'm going to show you this too. So right across the street over there is the Ruiseñor, where I've spent many nights. Anyways, seeing you guys the local spots. So, I jumped in for a while, and then wasn't really worth it. You know, it's getting cold, so I was like, I don't even have a watch anymore that works in the water. But I figured it had been under an hour. I usually try to guesstimate at least be out for an hour. And so after a bit, I got out and then was like, you know, I'm just gonna go swim for a little while. Again, I'm already here, already wet. Might as well just take a look at the ocean, go for a little dip. So I went back in to swim for a little bit, and then one of the guys that is always diving for oysters there, he was going back in, like not long after I was jumping back in to go swimming. So again, I was like, hey, this is a good opportunity. So I want to see like how it's done, you know? So anyways, after he paddled out, and basically they swim out with, it's like a, literally like a tire. It might just be a regular, I don't even know if it's a regular car tire or if there's any difference, because that's what it looks like. And then there's a net around it. So, and then they swim out with fins. So anyways, he swam out there, and then I was already out there, and I joined him, and I was like, he's like, you can float on the tire. So I was doing that, and then kind of like, he would put on a mask and dive down, and anyways, so I was seeing what he was doing and then asked at some point if I could basically borrow his mask so I could see underwater, which I did at one point. And it was really hard to see. It was really murky under the water. I'm gonna try to take you guys back to that street. Hopefully I haven't lost track of where I'm at. It was really hard to see, but it wasn't that far down. He said like 2 meters. So you could dive down, and then again, you could hardly see anything. It just looks like rocks or coral, whatever. But what he was doing, he has this long thing that looks like an axe, more or less, that you like chip them off. Basically looks like a giant rock to like chip off and then bring it back up to the water. And while he's hanging off of the tire, he uses other little pick, whatever you call it. Oh yeah, oh yay, I made it. Okay, I'm gonna take you guys down the school street now. And so he'd bring it back up for the water and then be like chipping off the oysters, but basically, and then sometimes it would just look like a giant rock. He'd be chipping them off, and then whatever wasn't an oyster, he'd just chuck it back in the water. So that was a cool, again, unexpected experience, getting to see how they dive for oysters, which I got to experience that day. And then later that day, it worked out really well. So as far as the food tours go, I had done one when my other friends were visiting. And again, I'm like still training for those basically. And so there was another one happening, the other route 2, that I hadn't tried everything, like done the actual training for yet. So since they were now in town and their friend was visiting, I was like, hey, do you guys want to do the food tour? And then I can go along, train for it, while they get to experience it as well. So we ended up doing that, which was really good. One of the places I had been to before, because I had to sub it out the last time, Angelina's was good, is like Mediterranean fusion. And then we had gone to, this is a really beautiful street, so I'm gonna give you guys a view too after these cars walk by. I'm back at that first plaza. We went to Mariscos Bahia. Alright, check out this one. It's like really, really green. And I'm gonna go up because you can go up or down on the lower part of the street, or maybe down because this lady's walking kind of slow. We'll just go slow. All right, so now you can see the view from up here, and then you get the view down there on the street. Yeah, so we went to Mariscos Bahia and had a really good fish taco there, which is made out of marlin. We went to Cielo Napolitano, which is an Italian restaurant. Had a margherita pizza with a I forget, oh, it's called a De Rossi drink. Pizza was really good, and so was the drink. That was my favorite drink of that tour. And I'll give you guys some more views. There we go. And then we went to Belisario, where we had a shrimp tostada, which was delicious, and which with each place you're getting to try food and a cocktail. Back to the infamous Ruiseñor, where we had a arrachera taco, which is basically steak, which is also really good. I love when they do the tacos with, basically it's like the grilled cheese inside the tortilla. So amazing. And then after that, if I'm not missing anything, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we did El Artesano, which is an ice cream shop. You could get an affogato, which is ice cream with espresso on top, or just an ice cream. So anyways, I got a Ferrero Rocher ice cream, which was delicious. So we did the food tour, which was really good. I'm trying to show you guys some more views. No, not as good that way. My favorite streets. And basically that was a food tour. We stuffed ourselves, but it was delicious. And Aside from that, it was a pretty chill weekend. So they are doing these art walks I'd heard about but hadn't yet been to. That I thought was just once a month, the first Friday of the month. Check out these stairs too. Might go back that way after I finish walking down this way. But anyways, I hadn't been yet. They do it like the first Friday of each month. And apparently it's twice a month. But I used my handy dandy new bike to bike down this way. It was right over here. And check that out. It was really small. It's in the little Callejon Liverpool, which is what looks like a little version of England in this like one little section of the street. I'm right near there right now actually. Check that out. There are only a few stands and said usually there's more, but Mazatlán has taken a hit with tourism, if you didn't know, due to everything that's been going on in the region, which I haven't been talking about, but I'll just keep it at that for now. A lot of things have been slower, so less clients, less people coming out, but everyone's just trying to play it on the safe side. So I checked that out, but it was brief. Bike down here and back. That was Friday. And then Saturday I went surfing at Camarón, and it was really good. It was super slow. You had to wait a while. I actually went early this time, so of course it made a big difference. I was gonna go with a friend who ended up not being able to go, but I was already up because I set my alarm anyways, and just took the bus there. That was also the fastest I've ever made it there and back. So that worked out really well. I wish it was always that convenient. I like got to the stop, the bus was pulling up, like just ran to make it, and then first bus stop for me, I got on, versus like having to wait for several to stop for me. And it's between like 5 and 10 minutes bus ride. And then same pretty much experience on the way back, so that was awesome over there. But anyways, aside from there being a lot of wait, it was fun. Again, it's been smaller, but it was supposed to pick up a little bit that day, which it did, and had some fun rides, and one really, really nice ride. It was like a bigger wave. So check this out. Now I'm at, you can see how everything connects. Olas Altas. I took that other video here. So I'll just do a little loop through here. Take you through the Callejon Liverpool. So yeah, basically it was really fun surf. That one wave was like super fun and big, and again, they're so good when they're good here. You get lots of turns in, nice long ride. And then I ended up making it barely, but still made it to the farmer's market, which was great because I assumed I wouldn't have time, and I was out there for a couple hours, but still was able to swing by. So again, already I'm seeing the difference between having a bike and just walking around everywhere. So here, check it out. These are the Beatles. So pretty cool. And then the views from before. Kind of saw from across the street last time. And then got the little car down there and walking towards the yellow submarine right now. So this is where the art walk was. Oh, and there's also like a little phone booth back there. It's cute. Yeah, so anyways, pretty much that was Saturday. Got to go surf earlier, barely made it to the farmer's market. And then yesterday, I ended up going, so today is the last day. I noticed, and when my friend was visiting before, that here's the, so it's a cute street. So, that they had these Christmas lights set up on the other side of this little like lagoon area, and I was interested in going. Today's the last day, so I ended up going yesterday and checking that out later at night. It was packed, but it was really nice to explore, and I just assumed it had been around for a while, but apparently it's just been these past couple years. that they started that more or less. But it was really nice. Again, just lights and Christmas music, so it made it feel like it was still Christmas, even though we're already in January of next year. But nice to explore, super packed, a lot of traffic. I was gonna bike down there, and then a friend ended up deciding to join, so he picked me up. But then, I mean, traffic was just insane. There was nowhere to park, and he ended up like just dropping me off in front of the entrance. Finally, was like, just go in, I'll meet up. And he didn't even meet up. He just like swung by later and picked me up. I'm gonna show you the lower level again of this street and the mural. Yeah, so that was nice. That's pretty much how I spent yesterday evening. Check out the mural. It's cool.
Wow, that opened their whole arena, didn't it?
That did. Exactly.
And then the steps. And I love all the greenery. So pretty. Okay. So yeah, anyways, that was that experience. A lot of people, but it was cool. They had a big Santa. They have like a little fair in there. And Christmas lights, Christmas music. They had some little houses that look like gingerbread houses where all the food is, like a little area for that. So most of the time, really, like most of the time that I spent there was, there was this place that had Belgian waffles, and I was like, okay, I'm going for one of those. I figured I might get dessert or something because I ate before heading there, and got Nutella and strawberry with it. So that was delicious, but it took forever, and that stand hardly even had anyone there, like compared to some of the other food stops. So I didn't think it would take that long. It did take a long time. Anyways, I spent most of the time there, and then like the rest of the time walking around, which didn't actually take too long. But it's a really nice park. I hadn't been in there before, so definitely it's put on my mind as something else for me to do and explore more. And now that I have the bike especially, because again, there's kind of this lagoon area and these different sidewalks, more or less, that are like go around the lagoon and that whole area. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back there at some point and just explore it by bike. It would be a nice day to check out. So that catches everything up, or catches you guys up to everything as of now. Not totally sure what's coming up next. Gonna play basketball again later today. It's been a while. And if not this week, maybe next week, but gonna go fishing sometime soon. Check that out, bass fishing with Kyle, because that's his thing now that he's back. All right, so that's it for now. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.